We are live. Welcome everybody to Happy Hour Live. Oh, I think we had actually. Let's just give a shout out to. I believe it was Tom and Lori, although I'm seeing Jim Bertrand at the top of my comments section there, and I think it was Tom and Lori though. You guys checked in way too early. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Hope it has been a good one for you. Thanks for sharing it with me because I've been looking forward to this. It's been kind of a sad Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine's this year. So I sent out all of my morning greetings to everybody. If you didn't get one, I'm sorry. Happy Valentine's Day and hope that you guys are doing well. Uh, so where are we? Let's see. Can I get we'll block the telephone pole there. Just through those trees behind me is the Yuma airport. And just over that way, a little bit, maybe a couple hundred yards, is SUNY Sands RV Park. And that's actually where I've been staying. And for the last, actually, it has been 4 days. I got there on the 10th. So I've been there for 4 days. Um, I didn't do that on purpose. That it just turned out that way. So I've actually been there 4 days. Uh, Gosh, who do we all have in the house here tonight? We've got Jim Bertrand, WCRV Adventures. There we go. I think we're there. I got a circle there for just a little bit. Uh, yeah, I think Tom and Lori actually got first comment in tonight. So you guys are crazy. That was great. Jim, you were right there. I think you were second. So Bob and Pearl, next exit, are in the house. Jan's road tripping. Scott and Shauna got some big news on them today. We'll be talking about them in a little bit. Who else have we got talking in the comments section here? RV living life. How are you guys doing? 23 Fahrenheit there today. Ooh, yeah. Just a quick look at I don't have the temp up. I do have my jacket on. It is not all that bad here, though. I think we are at a whopping 62 degrees. No, that's for Quartzsite. So if you guys are in Yuma, you can correct my phone and tell me what the temp is there. WCRV Adventure says it was 84 there. You guys are in Florida. You got the win, I think, for the warm spot. Pearl, good to have you in the house. Jim and Sue, how are you guys doing? Jim Bertrand, of course. Uh, what a great guy. We talk every now and then through email, and really appreciate his friendship. It's kind of nice. Never met him, so hopefully one day we'll meet you. And Cowboy Biker Adventures is in the house. Don, he stopped by today and visited with me for a little bit, and he kind of knows what's going on. Imagine Travels, how you doing? Good to see you. Justin and Christina RV Van Life is in the house. Hi guys. Yeah, I saw your latest videos. You and RV Living Life, you guys are in the cold zone, and your videos give me chills, just so that we can be clear about that. Marcy Webb is in the house. Uh, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, Don from Cowboy Biker Adventures, he came by and we chatted for a while today. And hopefully we can get together for another ride, because the last time we got together, my bike broke down. And that was unfortunate. So oh my gosh, what a week it's been. So obviously I'm not in Quartzsite anymore. Got out of there and spent 3 days up at Kofa on the way down here. Yes, it did take me 3 days to get to Yuma. And Cosmic Mermaid and Starman, how you guys doing? Glad to have you here. 50 degrees warmer than here in Colorado. Ooh, yeah. Where does that put you? That puts you down in the 20s. So yeah, you've got some cold. But everything in Colorado is at least 5,000 feet and higher. So if you don't have snow there, you're doing good. Uh, so Gaya, definitely, yeah. I took 3 days getting here, and it was wonderful. Although I didn't realize I was on the wrong road. I didn't get to see what I wanted, but you know what? It was peaceful. It was quiet, and really love that Kofa. It's in between Quartzsite and Yuma, and it was kind of enjoyable. I really liked that. So. Um, RV Living Life says 8 days until we list the house. Happy for you guys. They had a video just recently on doing their batteries in the coach. So you guys are just about ready to go, I think. Um, Not sure when you're going to actually head out on the road. Are you going to head out on the road when you list it, or are you going to wait until it sells? I guess you guys are up though. You can't get out of. I think you guys are up in Canada. I can't remember now. Darn it, my memory is failing me. So cheers, everybody. Mm, we've got Canadian coffee tonight. So hopefully you guys are whatever you're drinking. If you want to throw it out there, coffee is okay. Tea, soda, water, it's okay. So, um, so yeah, I got here about 4 days ago, and wouldn't you know, uh, met a great couple there at the RV park, and you know, just I'm a social bee. That's it, I hate to say it, but I just enjoy getting around and meeting people. It's just in my nature, and um, great folks that they are. We had good conversation and hung out together, and unfortunately, though, they came to me with some troubling news 2 days ago, and said that they are taking care of a couple there in the park who have tested positive for COVID. So, guess what that means for me? I have had to cancel plans to meet people. I have had to cancel and basically lock down, just kind of cancel all plans, and kind of let everybody know this was strange news to say the least. And I think that couple, I don't know if they're watching. I'm not going to say who that was, but thanks for coming and let me know just as quick as you knew. That was awfully decent of you. And that's kind of what's going on. Expired Up is in the house. Hey, how you doing? Richard Butts is in the house. Glad to have you here. So yeah, out of an abundance of caution, neither one of them is sick, and that is great news. I uh, I just want to be very careful, because the last thing I was talking with Don today, and he, even though I told him up front, he sat down and chatted with me today, and it was really nice. I could use the company, and it was nice having him stop by, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast we have to deal with. And we both kind of talked about it and said, as much as we may disagree or agree on all the safeguards and things, the last thing we'd want to do is know that we made somebody else sick, and that would be awful. I don't want that on my conscience, not even on my best day. So I'm going to take it easy and not go out. I was in the middle of filming a review of the SUNY Sands Park when I got the news, and I had to hold off plans on filming and putting the rest of that together. So my apologies if you didn't see a video out from me this week. Unfortunately, it just wasn't happening. So Bridget Machita's in the house. Frigid southern Texas. Oh, is it frigid? I thought it was warm down there. Honestly, I don't know how far you down, but southern Florida, southern Texas, it's you guys usually have some warmer weather there. Economic Refugees RV, they are in the house and they are in Lake Havasu waiting for things to clear in the east. Yeah, if you haven't looked at the national temperature map, it's almost a bubble right around Yuma and southern Florida. And unfortunately, it, about 100 miles in any direction, it starts getting cold. So I don't know if you're feeling it up there. I'd be curious to know, but I think hopefully that will be clearing sometime soon. So Gant's Road Tripping says keep us posted on that. I will actually. I'll let you know, and I will continue to self quarantine. And again, I have no symptoms. I'm not sick. I'm not, but it is kind of the nature of the beast. And I figured we could talk about how now that we've been through an entire year and going on more now, how COVID and all the travel has been, what's changed, what has happened that I can share with you on my insight. If you're not already out here on the road, if you're not already out traveling, maybe I can share that, and you guys can comment in too. But yeah, as you guys know or may not know, my original plans were to be down in Texas for the winter, and I kind of canceled that because I don't want to make that expense. I don't want to put that time in to go down there and not get to see the things that I want to see. So it has changed a lot of people's travel plans. Some people are opting to stay put where they're at, even if it's cold, even if it's some people have not been able to travel. I know the Canadian border's been closed. So Jim Bertrand says he found YouTube and the live streams because of COVID. That is fantastic. Well, one of the channels you found was ours, and I'm glad to have you along. Yeah, Justin and Christina says a lot of these COVID tests are not the most reliable, giving false positives, but better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it is better to be safe than sorry. I do feel fortunate, and I have had the ability to place myself away from the normal crowds and the normal things going on. There's typically 30 days worth of food at any one point in time in my coach, so I can hunker down and really not go anywhere and just kind of watch. And we did do that. Miss Karen and I were down by Valley of Fire, Snowbird Mesa, and um, we thought, you know what, we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. So Lamona is in the house. Lamona Di Benedetto. You know what? Next time we get together, I need to know how to pronounce your last name. So that's glad to have you in the house. Her and her husband Marcus, they came in, hung out with us near Area 51. So uh, cheers. She's giving a little cheers there, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much. So, uh, wow. If I missed your comments, I apologize. Let me look back there because I think I missed one. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, but if it looks like it's kind of busy, I don't have the most spectacular background. This time, guys. There is a park over there, but there is no table. There's no place to actually hang out. So, and people are going to and from the park. And I didn't have a way to do the park and show the possible sunset if there's a sunset tonight. So hopefully you guys will forgive me for not the prettiest backgrounds, but that's okay. Um, So yeah, I kind of our life journey is in the house. Hi, you guys. Scott and Laura. Um, oh, they made it to Crystal Springs, Florida. What a beautiful place that is. That was one of my favorite places there in Florida, and including the amusement park. And you guys even have monkeys there, wild monkeys. So that could put a new meaning to boondocking there. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I guess being able to go out into the desert and get away from the grocery stores and the people and just kind of separate myself and see what happens. You know, uh, I feel fortunate in that event, and have for the last year. Has it changed travel plans? Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have been closed. They are slowly, if they haven't opened up, they're reopening up now. But you know, it's just the nature of the beast. So changed our plans from going down to Texas and just kept it in the Southwest, which brought me down to Yuma. Now, I knew I felt the safest hanging out there with Tom and Lori there in Quartzsite. And, they're kind of doing the same thing. And we know, though, that going into town for anything, whether it's groceries to dump, um, what have you, it's a higher risk than sitting out there in the desert. And um, it that's kind of what bit me out here. We managed to go through the whole rally with Bob and Pearl, which was fantastic, and they were taking precautions along the way. Uh, fantastic rally. Met a lot of people during that time, and never once did I feel in danger or So my hat's off to them for all the precautions that they took. Um, but yeah, we know that if we're going to go into, and I have to get my hot tub on, guys. And the hot tubs and the pools have reopened at the resorts down here anyway. And so you kind of every now and then need that unlimited shower, unlimited water, power, and the pool and hot tub are huge, especially when you've been without them for a month. And we know, though, that doing that, um, you're putting yourself at risk. You're putting yourself at more risk than you would if you just stayed out in the desert. So um, that was an acceptable risk to me, and unfortunately, it just didn't have the greatest um, result this time. But I think that couple that came and let me know, it was. I appreciate that. I appreciate the straightforward and honesty, and I hope they are doing well. I know they're kind of doing the same thing. So. Marcy Webb says, we are weekenders. We haven't been camping yet this year, but noticed a lot more people in the state parks last season. No inside stuff open. No, yeah, that's one thing. If they did open it up, a lot of times the activities and the things that normally go on within the state parks and the national parks have kind of closed down to minimize risks, I'm sure. So, Tom and Lori says, how many days to quarantine? 7, 10, 14. I think the last I heard it's 14. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 14 days is the standard quarantine time limit. So they said, what has the CDC said? If you went by what the CDC said, you'd only get confused. So, and I believe me, I think we all have been. Don't wear a mask. Do wear a mask. My God, now they're saying wear 2 masks. Um, Dale and Sherry, my brother and sister-in-law, are in the house. Hi, guys. Cheers. Glad to have you along. So I haven't even told my brother yet. So yeah, he's just finding out about it now. If you came to the channel a little late, I have had to quarantine myself. I have had contact with a couple there at the park where I am staying. They were kind enough to come over and let me know that a couple that they take care of there at the park, I believe it's an elderly couple, has tested positive for the COVID virus. And uh, unfortunately, they had to come and let everybody know that they've had contact with, and I was one of those people. So I thank them for letting me know. I am not showing symptoms. They are not showing symptoms, but out of an abundance of caution, we're just being careful. And yeah, Tom and Lori, Dale and Sherry. Tom says, put a mask on. He's got his mask emoji on there. RV Living Life says quarantine 14 days, be safe. Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine. I did the first day here, and one of the things that I've changed up for COVID was I've started doing all of my Walmart shopping via online. So literally, when I got here 4 days ago, a couple hours later, I took a trip to Walmart, which is literally 100 yards away, and got all of my groceries. So thankfully, I have resupplied. I don't need to go back out and do that. So, but I am still, I don't know about you guys, how many, show of hands out there, how many people are spraying down their groceries? I'm still doing that, guys. As much as I hate doing it, I'm thinking it's just a little bit of alcohol. And what have I got to lose other than making the coach smell like a hospital room for a couple hours after I come back with groceries? So, and it's not that bad of a smell. So, um, let's see, let's read some of this. I have to get close to the screen here, so I'm sorry I'm blocking it. We do have our sunset. You know what? I think it's okay to turn. We'll go ahead and get you guys turned here. Let's see if we can get. There we go. Yeah, we've got some color just starting to happen. I know Don Cowboy Biker Adventures is he's got a view of this. Tom and Lori have a view of this, and I figured, you know what, I want to get someplace where I can share the sunset with you. And I don't know. Uh, I don't know how many of you out there actually have a sunset, so I share mine with you. So RV Living Life says they still wipe the groceries. Why not? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, um, oh, what was that? Tom and Lori at RV Life. They said, I also heard the CDC said don't wear pants. So who knows? You know what? Out of an abundance of caution, I am not wearing pants tonight. So yeah, it's a little awkward sitting by the park, but it's okay. Uh, I'll try to stay out of everybody's way. But I do get these strange looks every now and then. Jan's road trip says they just wash their hands, don't touch your faces, don't bite your nails, pick your nose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Tom does all of that well, except the last one. Yeah, I was just going to say that same thing. So that has to be Lori on the keyboard there. Carl Black is in the house. Did I get my toilet paper? I have, you know what? I have always had at least a month's worth of toilet paper. So you know what? No biggie. I don't get the whole toilet paper thing. Uh, does that mean you don't have to spray the groceries anymore? Next exit is saying. I don't know what they're saying out there. I get so confused trying to watch the CDC. I still spray them down. It's about 70 cents for a whole bottle of alcohol, and I put it in a little spray bottle and just spray everything. It works out fine. So what's the harm in that? Um, Oh, oh, RV living life. I think he's saying that he shovels the snow in shorts. You are a brave man. Is that what you're saying? No, 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 no. I shoveled snow for 30 years. I would not do it in shorts. Oh, I am enjoying your. Marcy Webb says, I'm enjoying your sunset since we haven't seen the sun for the past 4 or 5 days. Yeah, yeah. I will say I'm getting ready to throw. It is quiet here and peaceful. And this is, guys, this is the loudest RV park I've ever been to. SUNY Sands in Yuma, Arizona. It's an encore park. And of course, I can stay here for 2 weeks for free. Um, but right across the street is the airport. Right at the end of the runways is SUNY Sands. And that wouldn't be so bad if it was commercial airliners. No, it's a Marine base. And there's only one airline that really flies out of that airport. The rest of them, it's all military aircraft. And Tom came over Saturday, I think it was, and he got a little taste of it. Yeah, it was loud. I mean, shake the coach loud. And they start at 8 a.m. and they go all the way to 10 a.m., 10 p.m., excuse me, at night. And somebody said that, I think Don was saying he's heard them later than that. So I don't know. I, I am just shaking my head because it is so loud you can't hear yourself talk. You can't hear the TV set. You feel the coach shake. So, and that goes on all day long. So that's what I was busy filming when my production crew, my production company was shut down. It's trying to do a review of this park. And yeah, Tom and Laurie says, "Oh man, it was crazy loud." Yeah, Tom got a taste of it. He came over and visited with me. So RV Living Live says he is part of the Walmart crowd and he's gone shopping in underwear and slippers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that yet. But can we see? I'd love to see the video. The people of Walmart. You could title it. That would be okay. And I'm sure in Walmart nobody even noticed a thing except somebody running around with a camera filming you all. So Cosmic Mermaid and Starman says, Tom and Lori, do you recommend eating an apple today, just the ones you have sprayed? Uh, that's I'll get in on that. I have not sprayed the apples. I do wash the apples, and fruit that I can wash. But I and most of the vegetables I have been cooking. So, with the exception of salad, which occasionally I do, um, I, I guess my risk is still there. I don't know how you actually would spray down your vegetables. I don't think that would actually be good for the vegetables or you, so I don't do it. Why don't you stay at the eastern side of Yuma? It's much more quiet. Um, Thanks for that advice. It's about 4 days late, so I'm I am learning as I go. I've only stayed at two resorts here in Yuma, both of them encores, and both of them were fairly loud. The first one wasn't as loud, but they don't allow pets. No pets, no pets policy. I wasn't going to go back there again because I couldn't have my puppy time with the dogs. I again, you don't find these things out until you get there, and then you know what. Lori says, clean the produce with white vinegar. Does that work? X Fired Up says, use moonshine to clean the. Oh no, just drink the moonshine. I say, why not disinfect from the inside out? Moonshine would do it. Uh, so, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't wear a mask down here. I don't know where you're at there, Carl Black. He's saying they don't wear a mask down here. Anyway, yeah. So let's move to it is a Valentine's Nomad News. Let's see if we can't switch over a little bit and change that because we are at the bottom of the hour, and I want to make sure that we get this all in. Can uh can I just give a big shout out? Let's just put them at the top of the news here. Jan's Road Tripping. If you don't follow them, check them out. Go and check out their channel. They did a live today. Great fun, great seeing those guys, and they had some big news uh, that I thought, you know what, we're just going to share that right at Nomad News today, right at the top of it, and they let everybody know via live on Valentine's Day that they are getting married next year in January, and I couldn't be happier for them. Congrats, you guys! That is amazing. So happy to see that, and they're going to be doing a live on a regular basis. I can't wait to see when they're going to do that. I don't know if they've decided on a date for their lives, but it's sure good to have some exciting and fun news today. And boy, talk about your Valentines. Thank you guys for that. That was a lot of fun watching you. Shauna says, "Love you. You love you too." And you know, we'll. I just I can't say enough about you guys. We've hung out a few times, and just love you guys to death. So good seeing you guys. I'm so happy for the news. So January 29th in Quartzsite, Shauna says. So put it on your calendars. And if you're going to be here next uh, in Quartzsite next year, definitely put that on your save the date on your calendar. Oh, let's see. All right, let's go on to other news. Um, gosh, how about uh, how about the biggest one that I think is going to affect a lot of people? And I don't know, you know, whether you're a fan of the Biden administration or not. This one, if you're considering traveling, should shake everybody. And that is they're talking. The White House is talking about a travel ban, and not from country to this country, but actually within this country. And I really hope that that gets shut down quickly. Um, I don't know exactly what would be the ramifications, how they would work that. I know that they are considering it for California and Florida, I believe, at this point. And I don't know if that is going to become a nationwide thing. I guess we just wait and see. And I I don't know what you do with that. It will, you know, all we can do. Look at the color, guys. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Boy, it really is not doing justice. But we finally got our sunset, guys. Check that out. Is that gorgeous or what? Oh, yeah. And we can. You guys can actually see. So we'll change it to there because that's actually a pretty good view. If you're watching on your big screens at home, congrats. Guess you've got quite the view. So, uh, but yeah, so that is we will wait and see. And of course, there's a lot of states already that have um, kind of announced that they're not going to participate in that. But you know, I again I don't know how that affects everybody trying to get around, trying to get from state to state. So my son is in the house. Glad to have you here, Chris. I don't know, Chris, if you watched that. He helped me with the refrigerator back about 7 months ago when we installed the refrigerator, and we just did I finally got that video out, and I don't know if you actually saw that, but you ought to go check it out because you have some good parts in that. So thank you again for your help during that. And if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. But let's see who else is in the news. Yeah, we will put them up. Less junk, more journey. They just put out a video, and they did test positive during all of this with COVID, and they kind of go down the list of precautions they were taking and the things that they were doing to try to avoid it, and still managed to get caught up in it. And it is an interesting video, and they too talk about, how does this affect? We have a plane going right overhead, guys. Hold on, and I that's that's not bad. That's not bad. So, but yeah, no, they talked about the how all of this has affected their travel and what they've kind of been through. So I guess we will see. We will just see. But interesting video. So go check them out when you get a chance. Um, yeah, they answer, a lot of the questions that we all have. Is it safer? Is it not safer to be, RV life, um, full-time life, such as they are? Um, the everything, there's a if there isn't a direct effect, you'll feel it everywhere. It doesn't matter whether you're going to the campgrounds, the grocery stores, the resorts, boondocking, and it also should be a wake up call to remember to store food and put that away and plan for these things that you just can't see what's coming up. So good video. I really liked it from them. So let's see. I think that is it. Du- 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 du. Yeah, that is it. We kind of touched all the bases there, you guys. So let me see if I can go down. I have to go back and see if I can catch everybody. Very pretty sunset, Our Life Journey says. Yeah. Now, Florida has a sane governor. Don't think he's going to allow shutdowns. Yeah, he is one of the ones that has said he's not going to allow a shutdown or a travel ban of the state. So, uh, WCRV Adventures, Wayne and Carrie says, happy 38th anniversary, Bob and Pearl. You inspire us on so many levels. That is amazing news. I did not know that. That is fantastic. So, congrats to you guys. More, that Valentine's Day thing just keeps going on, doesn't it? Let's see here. Oh my gosh. You guys are just kind of talking in the background. Love RV Living Life says, love all the trees and the sunset in the background. Isn't that nice? Isn't that awesome? I mean, I don't know if I can fully get it. Let's see if I can take down that banner because that is, let's see if we can, yeah. Yeah, and it's growing too. I can see on the screen it doesn't show as well as what I can see right here. And I but how many days have we gone that we didn't have good sunsets, guys? So I I am so happy you guys get to see that because it's been Tom and Lori and I sharing pictures back and forth. And actually, this is the first sunset I've got to see in about 4 days because it's kind of blocked by all the coaches and the people's rigs in the park. So this is kind of cool. Chris says there is snow in Central Oregon. Yes, there is. You guys kind of got the brunt of that weather system coming through. So Wayne and Carey is laughing at Chris for that look on his face when he realized how it was going to get into the coach. Yeah, it was. Chris is a trooper, though. You know, the funny thing is, the background on that is I didn't tell Chris before he got there what we were going to have to do. I kind of knew, but I was going to wait until he got there. So that actual reaction on the video from him, yeah, that was a real moment. That's so. Uh, let's see. Jim Bertrand says, we always see beautiful sunset on Tom's phone. I know. You guys got to see that when we did the mobile live here about a week ago. And uh, I'll tell you what, my phone wasn't doing it justice, but Tom and Lori's both. I was able to literally show their phone on camera and you could see what was going on. So oh, yeah, no, Chris says you told me when the video was going. Yes, I did. That was a real moment. So sorry about that, buddy. I love you. And and I was afraid if I told you how we had to get that refrigerator in, I wasn't sure if you'd show up or not. So I wouldn't blame you. But as it turned out, it was really easy. Chris has experience in appliances, and it was great to have him on that project. So between my experience with coaches getting the window out, his experience in getting doors um, off of the refrigerator so that we could handle this thing and get it through the window easily. Yeah, it was definitely a team effort on that, and I couldn't have done it without him. Look at that. Look at that color. That's awesome. That's awesome. There is why we changed tonight's live to 6 o'clock, guys, and it looks like it'll be the lives will be at 6 o'clock now for a while, and we'll just see if we can't continue showing these for you. I know it's 9 o'clock. Actually, we're Mountain Standard Time, so maybe what is it over there on the East Coast? Any of you guys on the East Coast, tell me. I think it is coming up on 8, 9, on about 9 o'clock there now. So yeah, Chris would have shown up even if I would have told him. Yeah, he would have. Chris is saying Sub-Zero refrigerators weigh 500 to 800 pounds. So yeah, no, Sub-Zero isn't within my price range, buddy. I don't have the checkbook for that one, so we'll stick with our cheap, very affordable refrigerator, and loving it. So WCRV Adventure, yeah, coming up on 9 o'clock, so about quarter to 9. So I couldn't remember if we were 3 hours ahead of you or 2 hours ahead of you, but so yeah, we'll be doing the lives about 6 o'clock or so. So yep. Marcy Webb says East Coast about quarter of 9. Yeah. So starts at 8 for you guys. Hopefully that isn't too late. It's funny. I scheduled the last live and I didn't realize until the day that it was Super Bowl Sunday, and then I I thought, well, we're going to see if all the football fans out there are going to come check out the live. And we had a good turnout. It was great seeing everybody. But if you weren't here last week, that's okay. You're completely forgiven. So it was still a good live though, and always puts a smile on my face. Then scheduled this one, and I think I was a couple days away on this one though, and realized, oh, this is Valentine's Day coming up. So way to plan on my part. So love you too. Chris says, love you, Dad. See you back here sooner rather than later. Yep. Absolutely. Imagine travels. There we go. Got a little bit of light. I'm getting light off the screen now, and you guys are can still enjoy the sunset and actually see me. So, uh, gosh, that was about it. We've got about 15 minutes left, but I just wanted to let you guys know we're in quarantine. We're chilling out. I'm going to be trying to figure out what I'm going to do for videos for the next 2 weeks, and I don't know if I may venture out and try to finish up that Parker review without touching anybody or interacting with anybody, but we'll see. We'll see. I've also got Miss Karen has been passing some file footage, some old file footage, so we still have some archive file footage, and maybe I can play with that. It's going to be like Netflix days for the next 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to see if I can't occupy my time with maybe getting you guys caught up on some of the other stuff out there. So. RV Living Life says, "You look good, Dave." Yes, thank you. I didn't bring my light with me today. I didn't have my. Uh, uh, I do have a light that helps a little bit, and I didn't bring that with me tonight. So, Jim asks, "Videos of planes taking off and landing. How about flying over? I don't know. I don't know if I can get close enough to where they're taking off to actually get it." Without being in traffic. There is a major road that goes right across in front of it. Of course, anytime that a car stops in front of an airport, you probably alert security in about 6 different ways. So, but if I could get a shot of that, that would be awesome. But I've seen every manner of plane, and I can tell you the loudest planes. I have seen F-16s, F-15s. I have seen Osprey and Blackhawks, and even Harriers. I don't know if they're called Harriers, but they're vertical takeoff and landing. And yeah, they really do that here. The loudest plane, without a doubt, has been the F-35s. The F-35s are the military's latest, greatest Corvette. And I want to tell you, they have enough engine to float a 747, and those engines are packed into a Corvette body of a plane. It is insanity. These things taking off, and they are the loudest by far, by far. So, uh, WCRV Adventure says, "Sure, you can make something fun out of the old footage." Yeah, I enjoy that. So we're going to have to go back through that and see what we've got and see what we can put together. Um, Cecil Hotel documentary on Netflix. Wow, it's good. I haven't seen that. I don't know that one, so I'm going to have to check that out and see. Uh, RV Living Life says, "Our last video was footage from early 2020. What can you do?" Oh, I promise you, I have footage. I have archive footage going back to the very beginning, guys. Stuff that you look at and you go, it just doesn't feel that interesting. For whatever reason, you get it and you just go, I don't know how to. I have footage from projects that I couldn't do it justice, and I want to learn how. I wanted to learn more about editing and putting these things through because it was such great footage, and there's so much of it that I really needed to have better editing skills to put it into something that is fun to watch and is a great memory for me. So I have a little bit of all that kind of footage going all the way back to 2000. I don't know if I go back all the way to 2017, but I'll bet you 2018 there's still a lot there. Isn't the F-35 a stealth plane for deaf people? Yeah, well, yeah, that would make sense. Absolutely, because they'd be able to feel it going by. Absolutely. So I don't know if it's actually a stealth plane though. Oh, let's see what we've got here. Uh, oh, another part of I will get out and film them. They have made announcements on the news here in Yuma that I guess the Blue Angels on the 17th, 3 days from now, are going to be practicing uh, here at the airport. And then there is I guess, um, March 1st, there is an air show. And I don't know if I'm going to be here or not, but I'll tell you what, that I haven't seen an air show in probably about 10 years. And just given the planes that I have seen here after over the last 4 days, yeah, that would probably be a pretty good show. So I don't know how that'll work out. I may even, if it's something exciting, I may even do a mobile live and get you guys in there. So WCRV Adventures says YouTube University should have editing classes. Do you know they do? Absolutely. There is so much information that if you can't learn to edit on YouTube, you're probably not going to learn how to edit. And that is exactly how I've learned to do everything editing wise. And for the very little that I know how to do, I know the program is much more powerful than I even know what to do with. So uh, I knew that when I got that footage, and I knew that I couldn't do it justice for the little bit that I knew at the time. And now I probably should see if I can't dig that up and figure that out. So set the GoPro up on the roof to record the planes. There's that would probably be pretty good. Yeah. I have the ones that have been flying over the resort. I've been running out and capturing with a camera because believe me, with the GoPro, just turn it on and capture the image. It's been no problem whatsoever catching planes, and they go right overhead. And I with afterburners. It's loud, guys. There's no way of saying it. It is loud. I won't come back to this park. The funny thing is, the park is pretty. The people are amazing. I checked in on the 10th, and I started laughing at those folks at the very when I first walked in the door. I didn't stop laughing until I was done checking out and heading to the coach. They are funny, friendly, and just had a great time checking in. Unfortunately, though, yeah, the planes are a bit much. So as much as I like it, I probably am not going to come back here. So that's a bit. I love planes. You guys know me. I love the fighter jets. Yeah, it just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Not again. So yeah, isn't it something? This is our sunsets, guys. This is our sunsets. It's one of the reasons why I stopped. Somebody asked me, and I said, you know what? Sunsets aren't about people or drinking or happy hour. I should say happy hour. It's about catching the sunsets. And I said that kind of ass backwards, so forgive me. Um, it really is about the people and taking that time and purposely stopping what you're doing. Somebody's going by there. Stopping what you're doing and assessing and reflecting on the day, appreciating every day, and the sunsets they add to it. That's part of it. That's kind of why I love being down here. So see if we hit. Did I miss any questions? Yeah, Shauna said the Cecil Hotel. Cecil Is that the Circus Hotel documentary? I haven't seen that one either, but I have been to that Circus Hotel. I don't know if that's the same one you're talking about. It's in Nevada, and I think your spell check changed it to Cecil, but I'll bet you meant Circus Hotel. And yeah, that is a creepy place, boy. I have stopped there and have kind of walked around that place. In fact, that is some of my archive footage that I've got. If you don't know the Circus Hotel, yeah, definitely look into that one. So, Dave, are you still going to Monte Vista? Jim and Sue ask. I don't know. Um, this quarantine that I'm going to be going through has kind of changed my plans because, as you know, I had planned on going down to Mexico. I had planned on getting some dental work done down there, and I'm going to opt not to do that. So I'm essentially going to be losing 2 weeks here, guys. And it's just the way it rolls with Cracker Jack. I just have to deal with it. That unfortunately may mean that I don't get to Monte Vista. So Shauna is loving that sunset. Uh, yeah, I am too. I am too. It is kind of fading though. It fades fast, so you can see how fast the sunsets kind of fade. Oh, Shauna says no downtown Skid Row. Yeah, maybe that is that where I'm at now. There is that what you maybe ask me because it is kind of sketchy down here. So literally to the point where I needed to go and grab my keys out of the truck just to make sure I had them in my pocket. So it's sitting right here next to me. Um, oh, let's see. The F-35 is first Navy stealth fighter plane designed for aircraft carriers. I did not know that, Jim. Thanks for that information. Yeah, I still think that they have come a long way in planes and stealth tech, technology. I'm reading, I'm reading some comments while I'm sitting here to talk, and I have to stop reading it. So, but no, Shauna, while you guys are on there, you want to give everybody a time when you guys decided on a time and when you're going to be doing your lives? That's Scott. That's Shauna from Scott and Shauna from Jan's Road Tripping out there. Lamona says, I love the sunset too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so glad we finally got one for you guys. Tom and Lori says, have a great night. Spot is still open out here in safe La La Land. Uh, Very tempting, guys. Very tempting, but I could not come out there and it would just drive me insane not to be able to visit with you guys and of course Bear. So no, I would literally drive me insane not to be able to do that stuff. So 6 p.m. this Tuesday. So put it on your calendars. Check their channel out. That's Jan's Road Tripping, and we look forward to seeing you guys. I love the lives, guys. If you have a channel and you do lives out there, especially when it doesn't get in or interfere with the rest of life going on. I love sitting down and watching those and seeing how everybody's doing. So I think that's going to wrap this one up, guys, because we are coming up at the top of the hour. And as always, it goes way too fast, but that's okay because we're kind of losing our sunset here and it's time to get back home. So you guys have a great week. And if you're new here, thank you for coming. Thanks for being here, and definitely hit that subscribe button because I like having everybody here. It is more fun sharing with you guys. We are going to see you next week, and I'll be sure to find you another sunset, or at least I'll try. So live life full time. You guys have a good week. Take care out there. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.